Alright, hey guys, welcome to the intro portion of this video. In this part of the video, we go over the stats, techs, and bread and butter combo for the rest of the video. So if you want to try out this build yourself, you can. Anyways, let's get right into it. So, first, let's look at the stats. So, if you go here in my stats, I have 260 stamina, 600 defense, 115 devil fruit, and 900 sword mastery. So, the thought process behind this was 260 stamina. You actually do need a lot of stamina. You can see I almost have 800, and I still run out sometimes. Especially in Overworld, if you want to use this build, I'd recommend going more stamina than this, even though it's like already a ton at that. Then devil fruit. Obviously I'm 115 because I'm using Gura, and you want to get the ult because it is pretty useful. But if you don't want to get it, you can just get up to Head Crusher. That's about it. If you don't want to get Sea Quake because you think you're not going to use it too much, then I'd recommend just getting up to Head Crusher or Blast Clutcher instead. And then only 900 Sword Mastery. I know it still kind of sounds like a lot, but you'll see the combo for this is pretty optimized, so you don't need more than that. And 600 defense, obviously, because if you have anything below 2,000 health and you're not running like a gimmick build, then you're gonna get freaking destroyed most of the time. So I'd recommend having at least over 2,000 health. That's the tech right there. And we don't need any fighting style because 3SS does scale off a sword, and all the unlocks also do scale off a sword. So yeah. Anyways, so yeah, you can see the setup right here. I'm just using Gura and 3SS. One thing to note about this setup though, I'd recommend just using 1SS instead of like anything else to using 3SS. But I'd recommend just using that because it's just like a better moveset in general than 2SS and 3SS is. You'll see me during the video. If you know, 3SS has a very high skill ceiling just because if you know what to swap to, because you can swap between the sword styles, obviously, if you couldn't tell. So if you want to, for neutral, 1SS is the best, because you have Shishi Shunsun, which is probably top 5 moves in the entire game. And you also have a really good guard break with Raging Serpent, really fast, your combo ender, I guess, technically, rapid slashes, which if you see right here, it doesn't take barrage stamina, it just takes stamina once, and that's it, which is really good. Because if it did take barrage stamina, this would need even more stamina to run. And Dragon Blaze is a big ass ult. It does 160 and it does 39 per burn tick for like I think it's like 5. Yeah, I think it's like 5 ticks of burn. So yeah, it does pretty good damage. But if they do have a Logia, obviously it's not gonna matter very much. So yeah, and 2SS is probably better for comboing. And obviously you have a counter too, which is useful. But you two technically have 2 counters. You have your 2SS counter and your come at me counter for Gura. I recommend obviously using your Gura counter because it combo starts and it does a lot more damage, which is a lot better. And it has a bunch of iframes too, so those counters are probably the best ones to use. The ult for 2SS is pretty much useless because it's just the worst version of 3SS ult. Same thing with Nitoryu Strike. It's really punishable if you miss it. Barely has any range, and you need to charge it up for it to actually have range, like that. And it doesn't combo start either. It also doesn't guard break till the second hit, which is kind of weird. One thing that is good about 2SS though is that the R does combo extend, so I'd recommend doing that if you can't Afro dash because you're limping. That's what you'll see me doing in the video. If I'm limping, instead of doing this, because you can't Afro dash obviously. You just see me up tilt into Raging Whirl, and you still get a lot of damage because it is a combo extender, just like that. So yeah, and then obviously that's just a pretty bad move as well. And now on to 3SS, of course. Crossing 6 paths is another terrible move that you should just not use. You should just use Shishi Shunsun instead. It's very punishable and it doesn't combo start. Onigiri is pretty interesting because it goes through block, but it doesn't block break. I'll show it on this dummy over here. So you see this dummy's blocking. I hit it. Oh. Okay, I think it's bugged. But what my point is, it goes through block, but it doesn't guard break, so it's kind of useless. Dragon Twister, again, it does a lot of damage, but it doesn't guard break. And if you're doing this, that has a lot of end lag that you can't block after, so they can hit you first. It doesn't combo extend, sadly. I don't know why they made 3SS so bad, bro. Like, they doesn't have a single combo extender. Like, that's not true either. Dragon Twister isn't true. None of these are true into up tilts. Yeah, it's just really bad all around, except for the ult. The ult's really good, obviously. It's an execute and a combo starter, which is really nice. So, in Arena, I'd recommend just using the 1SS ult or the 3SS ult, and then just using 1SS for the rest of everything, I guess. And if you need a combo extender when you're limping, just use Raging Whirl to up tilt. So, yeah, that's my tips for 3SS. And then, obviously, Gura, you have your combo extender with your Z. You just dash into that, Afro dash into that, or you can up tilt into it. Another good thing to note, obviously you have a really good guard break with your shock punch, but also if you up tilt into this, that technically combo extends, but it's not true. They can PB that. You can see right there. It's a pretty precise PB, but if they're on good ping, they can PB it. And obviously you have one of the best counters in the game with Come At Me, because the combo starts and has a long animation as well. So it's really good for multi-hit moves. The only problem is that it does have pretty short active frames and has pretty long cooldown, or end lag. So those are only 2 problems. And then Seaquake, of course, you have as a kind of like a combo extender. So look here, they can block that. Okay, anyways, I covered the setup and everything and all the tech, so let's get into the bread and butter combo. So, for obviously you're gonna be using 1SS for most of this. For the combo, especially, you're gonna be using 1SS. So, just Afro dash, and then Afro dash into that, and that does like a lot of damage and is optimized. So, don't try to hit him after you hit him with the rapid slashes, because they can block or just hit you first. So I'd recommend, unless you have them against a wall, if you're trying to wall combo them, just block or get away. You can also do like 36 caliber Phoenix afterwards, because sometimes if they're trying to hit you, they'll get hit by that, and it kind of pushes them away, which is nice. Or what you can do if they try to block afterwards, you can do this, and that will guard break them most of the time, which is pretty nice. So yes, the bread and butter combo was the techs, my setup. If you guys did enjoy this video, please drop a like down below and subscribe. I'll leave my crew link in the description for God Rays. If you join the Discord server and ask to join, you'll probably get in. Just make sure you're active and getting infamy, and yeah, we're obviously a Marino in the crew. So if you guys enjoy, thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.